Good day, Cookery class. This day we are going to discuss about our week 1 and 2 of our quarter 4, which is all about dessert. Our learning objective for this module is, of course, perform mise en place, and we have give the importance of dessert in a meal, classify dessert according to types of ingredients used, and identify the characteristics of dessert. Dessert is a course that concludes or ends a meal, meaning it is being served or eaten after a meal. The term dessert can apply to many confections or sweets such as biscuits, cakes, cookies, custards, gelatines, ice creams, pastries, pies, puddings, sweet soups, and tarts. Fruit is also commonly found in dessert courses because of its naturally occurring sweetness. Importance of dessert in a meal. Dessert balances out a meal and gets closure to the meal. Eating dessert is an opportunity to experience different flavors and textures that you cannot get in other foods like vegetables, meats, and fruits. Dessert can be an opportunity to be creative. You can make interesting mixtures that you otherwise may not have thought of. It will make you feel like a kid again. Forget anti-aging creams or long and sweaty workout sessions at the gym. The fastest way to recapture your youth or embrace a more youthful experience is to eat like a kid. It is romantic. Desserts are designed for romance. After all, you cannot really order a salad with 2 forks. But when it comes to cake, that is a different matter. Classification, types of desserts, and their characteristics. Number 1, we have fruits. Fruits, the simplest dessert and one of the best dessert because they are nutritious, appetizing, and easy to prepare and serve. Characteristics of a good fruit desserts. Of course, it has an appetizing aroma, it is simple, clean wash appearance, and is slightly chilled. Then we have cheese. Cheese is another excellent dessert that is ready to serve. It is made in all parts of the world from a variety of milks from cow, goat, and sheep. Cheese differs depending on the kind of milk used, the kinds of cheese making procedures, the seasonings, and the ripening process also distinguish its variety. Each variety has a definite character, a special appeal, and particular uses. The 3 general types of cheese based on consistency are: number 1, soft. We have unripened cheese and ripened by bacteria. Number 2 is semi-hard, ripened by mold, and ripened by bacteria. And the last one is hard, with a gas hose and without gas hose. The next is gelatin dessert. These are easily prepared, economical, and vary in many ways. Gelatin is marketed in 2 forms. Number 1, first, the unsweetened granular type that must be softened in water before use. And number 2, fruit gelatin, to which flavor, color, and sugar have already been added. Characteristics of a good gelatin dessert. The key characteristic of gelatin that is most important is its ability to gel or become solid in its shape when it is being made as a dessert. Next, we have custard. Custard is a variety of culinary preparations based on sweetened milk, cheese, or cream cooked with egg or egg yolk to thicken it, and sometimes also flour, cornstarch, or gelatin. Baked and soft custards vary in so many ways: creamy, delicate, Baked custards may be served in their baking cups or may be unmolded and served with fruits garnishes or with dessert sauces. Characteristics of a good custard. Baked custard. Firmness of shape, smooth, tender texture, rich and creamy consistency, and excellent flavor. Then we have soft custard. Velvety, smooth texture, rich flavor, has pouring consistency of heavy cream. Next, we have pudding. Pudding is a type of food that can be either a dessert or a savory dish that is part of the main meal. Puddings are relatively simple to prepare and vary with sauces. These are classified as number 1, cornstarch pudding, sometimes called blancmange, number 2, rice pudding, and number 3, bread pudding. The second and newer type of pudding consists of sugar, milk, and thickening agents such as cornstarch, gelatin, eggs, rice, or tapioca to create a sweet, creamy dessert. Characteristics of pudding: attractive appearance, excellent consistency, well-blended flavor, firmness of shape, and accompanying sauce to add interest. Next, we have fruit cobblers. A cobbler is a type of deep dish fruit dessert with a thick biscuit or pie dough that is prepared and then served warm to guests. Some versions are enclosed in the crust, while others have a dropped biscuit or crumb topping. These are not fruit pies. They have a depth of 2 or 3 inches and are topped with biscuit dough rather than being made with a pie crust. They may be served either hot or cold. Next, we have frozen desserts. Number 1, we have ice cream. Ice cream is a sweetened frozen food typically eaten as a snack or dessert. It may be made from dairy milk or cream and is flavored with a sweetener, either sugar or an alternative, and any spices and sometimes eggs. Characteristics of an ice cream. Ice cream has the highest milk fat content of any frozen dessert, usually ranging between 14 to 25%. Ice cream's fluffy, creamy texture is unique among frozen desserts. It can also be served in a style called soft serve, which has more air bubbles and is served at a slightly higher temperature for an ultra-soft twirl. Number 2, we have sherbet and ices. Made from fruit juices, water, and sugar. American sherbet contains milk and cream and sometimes egg white. The egg whites increase smoothness and volume. Characteristics of a sherbet. Sherbet's small amount of dairy gives it a butter-fat content of between 1 and 2%, significantly lower than both ice cream. With less cream than either ice cream or gelato, sherbet is less rich than either. However, sherbet's small amount of dairy gives it more creaminess than sherbet. Number 3, we have frozen souffles and frozen mousse. Souffle is a light baked dessert made from beaten eggs and decorated with fruit puree and rich cream and frozen in ramekins. A mousse is an airy sweet savory dish made from whipped cream or egg with gelatin to stabilize the recipe. Made like chilled mousse or Bavarians, whipped cream, beaten egg whites or both are folded to give lightness and allowed to be still frozen in an ordinary freezer. Characteristics of a good souffles and mousses. The perfect souffle is light, fluffy, and rich and melts in your mouth. It should have the perfect flavor and bring out the taste of the other ingredients yet should not taste like eggs or overcooked. The mousse is lighter than pudding. It is heavier than a souffle, which comes from folding whipped cream or egg whites into the base mixture. However, it is served chilled with no garnishing, such as fruits, nuts, and grains. Then you need to answer class activities. On activity 1, you need to complete the crossword puzzle about the different ingredients used for sandwich. Then activity 2, you need to draw inside the oval the different types of desserts with their corresponding names. And on activity 3, you need to identify the sample picture of the type of dessert by writing its name and short description of each type. And for your check your understanding, name, draw, and give the function, and fill in the empty boxes to complete the table. And of course, answer the post-test. Arrange the jumbled letters to identify the term asked in the following questions. And on part 2, state the importance of dessert in a meal. And for your reflection, using your knowledge about the different types of dessert, draw a dessert that you really like and explain its characteristics. Okay. After you accomplish all the activities and tasks, submit your answer sheet via messenger to your subject